This is Michael Dawes, Director of Public Relations for Barton Community College, and you're tuned into Cougar Paws on KVGB 1590 AM. Today we're talking with Matt Koch. He's a sophomore at Barton Community College and one of our most recent honor students named to the All-Kansas academic team. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning.
This award is associated with Phi Theta Kappa, and first let's explain what Phi Theta Kappa is. It's the largest honor society in American higher education and more than 2 million members and 1,200 chapters located in all 50 of the United States and 8 international countries. To be considered for this membership in Phi Theta Kappa, a student must have previously attended Barton Community College 1 semester, currently enrolled in 12 or more credit hours, and the applicant must have a minimum grade point average of 3.5 and to be nominated. So Matt is one of 3 Barton students that actually made it on this all-academic team. There's 49 students statewide that were named to the All-Kansas academic team. When did you find out you'd earned this distinguished award, Matt?
Well, I found out last semester, fall of 2010. I think it was a week or 2 before Christmas. So I mean, it was quite a shocker, especially around the Christmas time. It's really good news to hear.
And Matt shares that distinction with Morgan Cooper. She's also here with the Barton campus. And then Angela Johnson from our Fort Riley campus was named to the team. So congratulations to all 3. And all 3 are now eligible for the All-USA academic team sponsored by the American Association of Community Colleges, Phi Theta Kappa, and USA Today. What's that do for you, say to you, Matt, the fact that you've won this award and now you actually have a chance to be on the national team, which would be quite an honor, I'm sure.
It would be quite an honor. It's so shocking. I mean, I never thought I'd come to this point. Barton's given me a lot of opportunities, and now they just gave me another one. So I mean, it's a pretty big deal for me.
So all of these honored students will have a banquet on their behalf in their honor February 17th in Topeka in conjunction with the Kansas Board of Regents meeting, and they'll be honored by the presidents of the colleges and the Board of Regents representatives. Do you plan on attending that event?
Yes, I do.
So that'll actually make it all come to fruition as far as recognizing the fact, okay, right. It's on paper, but now this is the day when you guys are honored. So yeah. What do you know what's planned for that day?
I haven't yet reviewed the email. I did receive an email containing the events for the day, but I haven't yet reviewed them.
Okay. Now, people may find it surprising. I mean, you are a traditional student, and yet you're a 2008 Great Bend High School graduate. You came out here first and went through our auto tech program, and in fact picked up some of those hours your junior and senior years. So you're on a second leg of getting a degree, right? Yes. From auto tech to business.
Yep, business finance to be specific. I will graduate this spring, and then after that I'll go to Hayes to work on my bachelor's.
So what was your thought coming out of high school as far as thinking what you wanted to do with the auto tech degree?
Well, I always loved cars. I mean, I always played with Hot Wheels and stuff, so I started to get my feet wet in the auto program my junior year in high school, and I started to enjoy the program. So I decided my freshman year at Barton I'd really go head on in the program. So I finished that and decided, I don't know if this is what I want to do with my life. I'm not sure yet. So I decided to talk to Kathy Boger, the business coordinator, and she kind of steered me in the correct direction and started my business career, and I enjoyed that. So.
And I might mention too, Kathy Boger, she's one of our sponsors for Phi Theta Kappa, as is Stephanie Gorel. So you guys going through Phi Theta Kappa have these advisors which lead you on a path that you pick up some community service projects, do some other things, that it's not just about getting the good grades. So how has that experience been for you?
It's been wonderful. I've met many new friends as well, and we've all had an opportunity to help the community out. For instance, this last Christmas, we put together, I think, 76 or 77 shoe boxes that we gathered thousands of items from campus. whether it be crayons or clothing to toys for kids, and we just put, we conglomerated them to shoe boxes for Christmas gifts for children. So.
And then I know you guys took on a late project dealing with hats and gloves for children. There were 70 plus children in the area that needed hats and gloves, and you kind of took that project on, and you got some praise from your advisors. What was your role in that, and how did that turn out for you guys?
Well, I just headed the event, and we just put up some advertisements to let everybody know that since it was last minute, we had a little bit of difficulty, but we let everybody know that we needed hats and gloves for local children, and surprisingly, we got a very good turnout for that. It was about over 70 local children. It was for big brothers, big sisters. We just made little gift sets for them. So.
And you guys just pick up and do some of these service projects. It seems like there's a lot of people within Phi Theta Kappa that join together, and it can be whatever you guys decide, and it could be spur of the moment that you guys pick up and do these things. Is that part of the benevolence nature of, you can get the good grades and you can aspire to get good grades, but it's also the human element of trying to fit all that into it as well?
It is. I mean, it's quite an experience. Being in the group, amongst other peers that have, succeeded at Barton, and it is kind of weird that opportunities just arise, and we're given those opportunities to fulfill. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's pretty good to be part of PTK.
We're discussing Barton student life, Phi Theta Kappa, and earning a spot on the All-Kansas academic team with Matt Koch. Matt, you had some options coming out of high school, weren't quite sure what you were going to do, followed the auto technology, and then decided after you got that degree to go forward and earn credits toward getting your business degree. I'm sure you're going to pursue a bachelor's in that. But the fact that you were local, you had this community college here, you were able to experiment a little bit, figure out what you really wanted to do in life, and at the reduced cost of not having to pay for-year college tuition. Was that kind of a perk that you look back now and think that was a great thing to have at your beck and call to try and find out what you wanted to do, knowing that you were 18 coming out of high school?
Yeah, absolutely. I honestly didn't consider any other college except Barton. Growing up in Great Bend, it did have a large influence having community college, 10 miles out of town, but at the same time, it's the cost. I mean, it's the cheapest, most affordable community college around, and they did have the auto program that I was first interested in, and I just found it very convenient. So yeah, I wouldn't have considered anything else.
And you also had the opportunity with, I don't know whether it was College Advantage or the GAP program or the concurrent, whatever you want to call it, that you were able to take some other hours outside of auto tech courses while you were a student at Great Bend High School.
Yeah, I took a computer concepts course, I believe my junior year. I took that as college credit, and I can't remember what my senior course was that I took, but I also took another course as a senior in high school for college credit as well. I think it might have been college algebra or something, but I think it was College Advantage was the program, and it presented a lot of opportunities for me. So.
And now you look, and obviously May is still a few months away from where you're at this point, but graduation again is looming for you. You're kind of looking forward now. You've had several years here at Barton and in your hometown, basically, to spreading your wings, and you mentioned you're going to go to Fort Hays State, so that's something you're able to go from here to there and without missing a beat. You're looking forward to that?
Exactly. I'm looking forward to it, not only because I'm ready to get out of town, but for the opportunities available outside of town. Going to Fort Hays, pursuing my bachelor's in finance is just, it's almost going to be a dream come true. I am going to be spreading my wings, like you said, so it's going to present a lot of opportunities for me as well. So.
And given that, though, you have to look back and think, good thing you were able to find yourself at the two-year college first, because you're probably more prepared than you would have been coming straight out of high school. As you look at this award you've been recognized for, or are being recognized for, you could do basically a number of things. Obviously good with your hands if you're going into auto tech, and then the business finance, having that math background and what have you. Does this kind of validate what you think about as you're entering the workforce or grooming yourself to enter the workforce, that you can do the lonely work, so to speak, in order to make the high grades and fit the bill?
With PTK and the honor that I received, I mean, it's just created a very good, strong foundation for you know, what comes ahead. You know, it is very honorable.
And you know, you're not just a smart, intelligent, traditional college student. You've got other things that you do, I'm sure, with student life and what have you. You're really heavily involved with music. What types of environments do you are you related to here, related to music? I know you do a number of instruments and have done a number of bands, pep band and the like. So go into some of that for our listeners.
Yeah, the fine arts program out here at Barton is very intricate. I'm involved in pep band, jazz band, concert band, orchestra, hilltops. I have participated in the pit orchestra from Beauty and the Beast, which was last year's production. Yeah, it's presented a lot of opportunities for me. You know, I'm constantly playing in the pep band games. We have you know, jazz ensemble concerts, and we actually go out and perform and tour. And at that, we also tour with Hilltops. So that provides a lot of you know, extracurricular activities for me as well. So.
And did you, I'm just kind of curious, because you know, we're only going to mention it, we're not going to put the hex on you here, but your dad being involved with bands in the Great Bend school system, Curtis, were you involved with anything band-wise or music-wise with the college prior to you starting college here as a traditional student?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I started back in 5th grade, even before then, but officially, you know, since the band program starts in 5th grade, so I started back in 5th grade, and I kept going. You know, it was mainly because my dad was a band director, but if he wasn't, I still would have gotten involved, because music is very important to me and always has been, and it always will be. It always keeps your mind thinking. And you know, I participated in middle school and high school as well, so I'm hoping to participate in Hayes as well.
You're a local person and have lived here all your life, and I'm sure when you came to Barton, you knew a lot of people from the Great Bend area and some of the region, but since then, I mean, we bring in a wide swath of individuals from all walks. So have you had a chance to meet other individuals, even though this is your hometown, able to see people and get to know them from other places?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, my courses are probably the main source of new friendships. You know, whoever I sit by, or if I need help with homework, or if we have a group discussion or group homework assignment. Not only the classes provide new friendships, but as I mentioned, PTK also as well. You know, we're somewhat of a small organization, so that allows us all to get to know each other a little better. And again, with the size of the campus, it's a little smaller than a university, so that allows you to get closer to people because you have smaller classes and it's more personal. So.
Mm-hmm. And have you had good experiences with instructors and class size and that sort of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think I've ever been dissatisfied with an instructor. You know, Mrs. Boger has been a pretty big part of my life. You know, not only in the business aspect of it, but you know, as my personal advisor. You know, she steered me in the right direction with taking other courses, and she, you know, created a course list assuming, you know, my what I could comprehend. So I mean, she helped a lot. So.
And I know you've hit it pretty hard ever since graduating from Great Bend High School in '08. So this semester you're getting a little bit of a break. I mean, you're only taking 14 hours. I'm sure you loaded up in some of those semesters to finally get to where you're at this point in order to be able to graduate.
Yeah. You know, I averaged probably 19 to 21 hours, you know, credit hours, which is about average, but at the same time, you know, it didn't allow me too much time just to goof off and stuff, so it kept me busy enough. And
you're looking forward to going to Fort Hays, but have you looked into what that's going to entail? Do you anticipate that you'll be getting that baccalaureate degree 2 years from now?
Yeah, that's the plan. If I stick with it, if I take the proper amount of credit hours per semester, I actually plan on graduating no later than 2 years. So, yeah, the plans, if plans go, you know, as they should.
And beyond that, what is Matt Koch looking to do once he's got that bachelor's degree?
Well, I'm actually receiving the bachelor's degree as a backup plan. My first plan being still working with cars, but I'd like to own a window tint shop. I'm not sure if it's going to be locally or somewhere else, but I'd like to own my own business. And you know, businesses fail, so you know, if mine does, then I have my finance degree. And at that, I can be a personal financial advisor, you know, a financial manager, anything like that. So
I get a sense here because there's, you know, you've got such a good plethora of things that you're involved with and what have you. But in judging from your email address, it's got something related to audio. So I'm imagining with cars and audio, there's something there dealing with stereos or what have you. Is that kind of a hobby of yours?
It was actually a pastime, not too much anymore. I'm more concentrating on window tint, but it was a very, you know, very favorite pastime of mine. So.
And probably some of that stems from your music background and what have you.
Absolutely. I have my dad to thank.
Do you have a favorite instrument that you play?
Well, I play percussion. You know, I can play anything from timpani to mallets to, you know, a bass drum or something. But I mean, I like the drum set. You know, I like playing in pep band and jazz band. So, yeah.
And you know, do you ever jam with your dad?
We actually used to, but not too much anymore. He actually plays my personal drum set at home more than I do when he's preparing for gigs and stuff, but no, not too much anymore.
So when February 17th, you'll meet these 48 other students or whoever happens to be able to attend that day. Is that going to be kind of exciting for you to see some other students that are actually up for the same award, have earned that status?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel like I'm on the top of the world when I'll be there. You know, I'm with other students that have achieved excellence, and I'll almost feel like you know, I wasn't supposed to be there, but you know, since I'm there, it'll, you know, boost my ego a little bit.
And I'm sure included with that, you'll get a tour of the State House. Have you been to Topeka and done it? No. So it'll be a first experience for you. And you'll get the guided tour with all the individuals there that will make it extra special for you. So that'll be a good time for you.
I'm looking forward to it.
It won't just be a dinner and then hand you your award and go home. So, you know, we've had one other student who won the national award. I believe it was in '93. So it is possible, but it is a tough mark to hit. So I guess it'd just be gravy for you because this is definitely an award in and of itself. You don't need to win the national award in order to feel honored to be on this team. So as you look at 49 students throughout, it seems like a lot, but when you think of 19 community colleges, it's really a short list, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it is. You know, like I said, I'm very honored to receive this. I mean, they're not, you know, handing them out a dime a dozen, so it's very honorable.
And you've got 14 hours this semester. You're not done yet, so you feel like that's a little added pressure to make sure you maintain that GPA, which I think yours is something like 3.68 or something like that?
Yeah, it is a little bit of a pressure. I don't have much leeway, but I'll get it done.
Okay. It's been a joy talking to you today, Matt. This is Michael Dawes signing off for Cougar Paws.